Good evening, guys. I hope you could hear me. Welcome to the Quiet Steps in the Making. I like how it has me all big now. So we aim to start at 6 p.m., but my 9 to 5 took me well past my exit hour. I was trying to leave by 4 p.m. and it was not happening. And this is actually one of the parts of this segment I want to talk about because yeah, we have passions, we have dreams, we have these goals. We also have reality and real life, and these responsibilities, and your job, or I know some of us have even two jobs, or maybe a job and a consulting gig, and so it's tough. And I did my best to make it back here on time. I was like, maybe I could do it from my phone, but my phone would not take the capacity to be able to go live on both YouTube and Facebook because these are conversations that I want to share with our viewers from both Facebook and YouTube. So here we are, Quiet Steps in the Making, a kind of like open talk, way to connect with you all about my book. I officially finished the full edit of my book. So I did a lot of the heavy lifting. I am no professional, but I did do the best editing that I could before sending it off to an actual editor. Um, so as far as the editing type, I don't need a developmental editor. I think I'm gonna need an inline editor, and they may be a light copy editing type of person. So that's what I want to talk about. And really, I'm learning so much about the self-publishing world. It takes a lot. It's not as fast as I thought it would be. Um, it is really involved, and there's so many things to learn. And I know that there's a lot of groups and there's a lot of organizations that provide support and assistance for, especially for first time authors like myself. I am part of networking groups that I know provide good advice and guidance. And if you really want to take on like their whole program, you just have to pay a little bit for it, but it comes with the territory. So, but I'm here talking about, I know in our kickoff meeting, I talked about, what brought me here, what led me to write this book in the first place. I'm such a private person, and really, the what I really want to do with this book, not that it's going to provide some magical solution to anyone, but what I really want to provide is just a different way of us, especially when I say us, I'm talking about folks that are juggling these different things, and but we have passions, we have loves, we have businesses that we want to run, we have things that we want to work on, right? And so my goal was to provide a little bit of yes, solutions and different way of approaching life, especially when it gets really, really tough. We've all had it tough. I'm no special, but I just shared some angles in there, some ways of maneuvering very challenging things, especially when it comes to health. And if you're still battling health, whew, more power to you because when you have some health challenges, your main goal is staying healthy. And so I think that when my book, it talks a lot about those things that we have to maneuver, but at the same time, what are what are the things we want to accomplish and then we never let go of? Like what are those things that we wanted to see come to life, but we just never been able to put it down? And that's what I wanted to really dig into. But so my passion for the book, my drive for the book was to be able to, if I could help one human, one soul, then I did my job. Anything to tell you that it's never too late. Quiet Steps in the Making is the name of this segment, but it's not necessarily the name of the book. The name of the book is it's not a work in progress. I already have a final on it. I just want to make sure that when it goes through these editing phases, that everything lines up with the title and subtitle of the book. So I am flexible. I am open to changing things, but I know that that particular title that I want for the book was something that means a lot to me. I feel like it was almost like a message. Um, I don't know. It's more meaningful to me than I hoped, but I made it work because a lot of what I wrote about in the book, what was those unseen moments, the quiet journey. A lot of us, we're not out here rah rah all the time. It's not that kind of vibe for us. Some of us are really just really digging in, doing the best we can, maneuvering life, maneuvering world, maneuvering traffic, maneuvering late exits. So that's that's not everything. There's a lot in there, but that's the bulk of it, I want to say. And it was exciting because wait, I should say exciting but scary. Scary because someone who's always been very private, led a very private life, like really, unless you're part of that core inner circle of family or friends. I didn't even say much to them either. So for me to pull all this stuff on what they used to call Jump Street, it's a lot. But I'm happy you're here, and if you are joining me either on Facebook or on YouTube, welcome. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back from holidays. Welcome back. Happy New Year. I am here talking about the book journey and just dedicating a little bit of time. Apologies if you were on earlier. I did have to, unfortunately, leave a little late from work. So, for those of you who are creatives or entrepreneurs or bosses or anything else and still having to work your 9 to 5, credit to you. Credit to you because it's tough, especially if you have to commute and fight against traffic. Yeah, credit to you. So, if you're watching this, whether it's going to be live or on a recording, I am with you every step of the way. And I don't feel alone because you guys are always with me and leave me the most amazing, supportive messages. Thank you for that. I will never forget. But yes, so Quiet Steps in the Making, very close to my title. I am aiming to release the book in May, only because, as I said, I just completed it. I just did the heavy editing just this week. So, next step, send it off. Scary part for me, but I'm going to do it. Send it off to get looked at, to get an editorial review process. And I heard it could take a while. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. And if all goes well, of course, after that will be the book cover. I'm going to get it professionally done. No Canva here. There's nothing wrong with Canva. I love Canva. There's I think it's worth the investment. Just put a little bit more thought to the cover. People judge the book by a cover, by the way. Unfortunately, that's the first thing they see. Then they read the title and then they read a little description after. So if you got to get them with the cover. So I'm excited. I hope that I you know what, I know that it will go well. And then of course I'm planning a in-person book launch release. I want to say in May. There it is. So I want to do the book launch release in May with a with an actual published date in June, early June, of course. It will probably be that June 2nd, I think. I have to take a look, but that's the goal. So let me go back. Oh, so what that yeah, June 2nd is that first Tuesday. Let's see, guys. If all goes well and it goes through all the steps and the phases, that's the plan. That's what I really want to do. So there it is. How are you guys doing? What are you working on? Share in the comments. Where are you viewing from? I know we are live on both YouTube and Facebook. And it doesn't have to be a book, guys. It doesn't have to be a book. Oh, I think I accidentally went over my camera. No, it just keeps doing. Oh, I know why. Hello, it's right here. There I am. So, what are you guys working on? And do share. Oh, now it has me really tiny. As long as you could hear me, I think that's what matters. As long as you could hear me. Oh, look at that. That is exciting. Okay, let's see. That's how we were before. Interesting. I kind of, these are very interesting little formats. Yeah, guys. So come check it out. This is not the only lives we do for as far as Maxiverse universe, right? You found me because you probably heard one of my other lives, or you're part of the Maxiverse Circle community on Facebook. We're very tight there, very supportive of each other. And if you're working on your passions, your dreams, your journey, your creative, your boss life, your glow up life, then join us there. And we have upcoming lives. We do our weekly Thursday live reading hours. These are times where we get to read some books. So it's quiet, it's connected, it's not boring, I promise you. I still talk a little, can't help it. But it is an opportunity for us to accomplish some reading goals together. And we get to read and feel like you're part of a community, but not quite doing it by yourself, but not, feeling awkward about it. You don't have to be on camera. I'll do that. But yes, that's Thursday at 6 p.m. Central. And then, of course, we have our Sunday reset. I love our Sunday resets. It is our time that we set aside. We start at 6 p.m. Central. And truly is just, again, a little time for us to reflect, to maybe organize some things, to kind of get a leg up on the week ahead. Update your planner, look at your checklist, get your to-dos together, organize your desk, clear out your desk, whatever it takes for you to get a little micro win before the start of the week. Those are our Sunday resets. So I'm here. Our supporters are here. Just join. It's free. And then, of course, we have the Maxiverse Circle, which is our private community. You'll find us on Facebook. There you'll see that I do post and I do provide additional support, just additional things for you to think about. And of course, you could check out our Leveling Podcast channel, Leveling Talks podcast channel on Maxiverse on YouTube. And again, more nuggets of wisdom there. So I share. I just have not figured out how to do all this stuff on TikTok yet because it's easier for me to do it Facebook and YouTube, but I'll figure it out one day. And that's what I have, guys. So next week, I think for next week, I would love to talk about where we are with the editing process and what are my thoughts about. I don't want to launch it too late. There's some financial element to it. You have to have some funding aside. Do I want to do a Kickstarter or do I not? It's just some things that I'm toying over in my head. So let me think on that and I'm going to keep you posted. But thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for all the good and positive comments. And I will see you soon. I'll see you Thursday, hopefully. But if not, definitely next Tuesday, we will continue these conversations. And if you have experience with publishing a book or even being an author already, written your first book, second book, third book, come join us. We would love to hear your perspective. Until then, I will see you soon in our next live. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye bye.